What's up, everybody? This is Mana, and welcome back to yet again another video. And we're gonna be going over Azeroth at War again. That private server has been going insane. We're gonna be talking about some server updates as well as the Necromancer tank overview. Yes, we did like the DPS one last time. Now we're gonna be going over the freaking tank. So this is gonna be a multi-part video. Well, in this video, okay, because there's gonna be different parts. We're gonna be going over the Necromancer tank. We're gonna be going over Azeroth at War updates and more stuff. So you're going to be basically getting a lot of videos in one. So strap yourselves in. Let's go ahead and cue that intro and let's talk about Necromancer tanks. All right, guys. So Necromancer tanks, man. I was going over the skills, I went over everything, and it looks freaking crazy. I cannot wait to get into this. Once Gromash told me, yo, the Necromancers can be tanks, I'm like, yo, get the heck out of here. What's going to happen here? What are you going to surprise us with? Well, guys, let's go ahead and go over the talents and skills for the Necromancer tank. I'll be having them all up here so you guys can read them, but I'm going to be reading this for you guys as well. The first talent we get is Abomination Hook. Let's keep on remembering the Abomination stuff, all right? So inflicts 50% weapon damage and pulls the target to the caster. So think about Death Grip. This is basically Death Grip, but it does damage with it as well. That is freaking cool. You already know, like when you're fighting abominations, they can sometimes hook you to them. So that's where they're getting this class fantasy thing from, which is freaking amazing. And we're going over to staff specialization. Increases your damage with staves by 15%. So this is basically going to be an up in front melee kind of build stuff. So this is going to be melee, guys. It's going to be pretty crazy. They're doing all this stuff here. We have Cold Flesh, which is basically rank 5. You got to put 5 points into this. Increases your armor from items by 200%. And I'm pretty sure we're going to be using cloth. So there's that. We also have Unholy Strength. And yeah, I'm going to talk to Gromash. Some of these things aren't spelled correctly, but I'm pretty sure once we bring that up to him, he'll have the correct spelling for it. Their native language is not English, so yeah, that's okay though, because I sometimes mess up my stuff too, and my native language is English. So Unholy Strength can have 5 out of 5 here. Attacking the target with a staff gives a 5% chance to stun the target for 5 seconds. So imagine you're doing damage to someone and then you're able to freaking stun them just with your freaking auto attacks or just attacking them. That'd be pretty crazy, man, because you'll be able to stun these guys. That'd be crazy in PvP, and also really good when you're doing PvE where you can actually stun the casters. You have a chance to stun the casters. I'm loving it. Like I said, these talents are pretty crazy. We have Rotten Flesh, 5 out of 5, increases your total stamina by 30%. Ooh, man. I'm loving it. I'm loving it, man. I have always wanted a tank with a clothy, and they're making it possible here then, basically. We have skeletal minions, which I think we went over this in the other video for Necromancers, which each time you deal melee damage to a target, there is a 10% chance to summon a skeleton to help you in battle for 8 seconds. All right, so that's good there too. So you'll be tanking and having minions to help you tank as well. Dark Arts, which you put 5 points into, increases your attack power by 50% of your intellect. Yes, we're going to be still using intellect stuff, but it's going to be helping us out in our class in various different ways as well. We have Bloodseeker. When melee attacking, there is a 50% chance to drain 10% health from the enemy on a melee swing, transferring it to you. So you're going to be getting health while you're doing damage too as well. You have a 10% chance, which is pretty damn good, man. So you'll be getting health, which is really great and helpful to our healers as well. So we're going to be a self-healing tank. Nice, I'm liking that. We have Necrosis. You put 5 points into that as well, which your auto attacks deal an additional 20% shadow damage. Let's go. You have Book of Control, detect invisibility, allows your elite creatures to detect less invisibility enemies. So basically, you're able to detect some rogues or something like that, or you're able to detect some enemies that are in PvE that are in stealth. That's nice to have, man. It's a nice little perk, I should say. All right, and that is basically some of those things there. Let's go ahead and go into more. We have Bloodworms, which your weapons hits have a 9% chance to cause a target to spawn 2 to 4 Bloodworms. Bloodworms attack your enemies, healing you as they do damage for 20 seconds or until killed. Reminds me of the Death Knight. I know the Death Knights had something similar, like with Bloodworms too. So, like I said, self-healing tanks. And they do have Death Knights on this server. They're just disabled. But there will be Death Knights on this server. They're just disabled, so we're gonna see how that really goes well with these two type of tanks. And Necrotic Strike, which is a skill, 14 mana, melee range, basically instant cast, 2.5 second cooldown, requires you to have a melee weapon, obviously, an instant strike that causes 80% weapon damage. And then we have the big one, which is like, what the fudge, guys? Abomination Form transforms you into an abomination, increases your stamina by 25%. So I'm guessing you're going to be turning to an abomination to tank. You're going to be a freaking abomination to tank, guys. That's where the abomination hook comes in. That's where all these kind of different spells comes in. And I'm just like, yo, crazy just seeing my tank being an abomination, or myself, because I'm really looking forward to trying out Necromancer because of all these new things we're seeing. Freaking abomination tank, guys. So it's crazy. And it also increases our stamina by 25%. Oh, man. Then we have Iron Will. Yeah, put 3 points into this one. Reduces duration of all stun and charm effects used against you by 20%. So that's really good too. We have Bladed Armor. Put 5 points to this one. Increases your attack power by 5 for every 180 armor value you have. We're gonna have some good attack power on this damn tank, guys. This is gonna be crazy, man. And that's basically like all the stuff, the talent for this right here. And I'm also going to show you guys the picture where it shows you how he's going to be having this talent tree pulled out here, which looks freaking crazy. It looks insane, guys. Necromancer tanks, abomination form, self-healing, all these crazy stuff, man. Like, I've never seen this before, like, on any private server. Gromash and his team are going up and beyond, trying to bring custom races and bringing custom classes. And he said there's going to be more custom classes. They just want to work on the Necromancer and get everything correct for the Necromancer before they even announce or talk about the other custom classes they want to do. But also, they're going to be doing some changes to the existing classes. They're going to do changes to items to make other classes viable using a specific item. It's pretty crazy the stuff that they want to do just to make the game in their own vision. And now that we talked about the Necromancer tank, this server has a lot of freaking news that's popping out. So right now we're gonna swap over real quick and watch a video that they just released today, and it's been going crazy because it shows all the custom races in armor working. So let's go ahead and swap over to that real quick. All right, guys, the Azeroth at War character creation, 20 races, 11 classes, and 15 sub-races. I'll talk about the sub-races after the video, but let's go ahead and play this. Let's get into this. Let's go, man. And I'm already loving the freaking, oh my god. I just love the music. Right, they're starting off with the Alliance first, obviously, man. Alliance favoritism. Nah, I'm joking. All right, so here we go. Human Necromancer, human freaking Shamans, and Hunters. So they have the Shamans in there. That's one thing I really wanted, was the Shamans. Dwarf Shamans, you can see. And they have the Dwarf Mages. And from what I heard, the Dwarfs are supposed to be Necromancers as well, along with the Murlocs. They just haven't been added into there yet. And we have the freaking Night Elf Mages. The only new thing Night Elves get. Yep, Gnome Necromancers, you can see. There you go. So Gnomes can be freaking Necromancers. That's it's crazy. Oh, man. And the Draenei. Obviously, I gotta show the Draenei too, man, you know? They gotta show them off. The Naga, guys. Here we go. Custom races with the armor working on them too, and the changes in variants and everything. And the female Nagas too. Like, oh, look at it. The armor is working on them. That is insane. Oh, you have Morgans? Here we go with some Morgans right here, man. And the hairstyles look pretty different on the male Morgans, to be honest, from what I've seen. And the Furbogs, here we go. The armor is working on them, guys. Look at it. Oh my god. And here goes the different variants too. This is crazy. Oh my god. And here we go, the High Elves. Which basically look like Blood Elves, guys. So. Oh, they have markings? What? I seen that. I seen the damn markings, guys. Come on. That was pretty nice. And the Broken. Yo, this is going to be crazy, man. The Broken with all the armor working on them as well, as you can see. Different variants, different customizations for them, too. And now we're going to the Horde, baby. Loktar Ogar. Let's go. Oh, yep. Orcs can be free. I was about to say ogres, but orcs can be necromancers as well, as you can see. Yo, this is gonna be crazy. Then undead also can be necromancers. And paladins. As you see them, there could be paladins right there, guys. Undead paladins. You see them using the Scarlet Crusade armor right there, too. Look at them. Alright, and there's our baby Taurens right there. Taurens can also be rogues and paladins in here, too. So, pretty great. We are trolls right here, too. Which I think trolls should have been able to be necromancers as well. That's just me. And the goblins are using the old models for the goblins. Looking pretty good. I love the old models for the goblins too. You see the different variations and different customizations they have for the goblins too. I love it. And here we go. We're gonna go ahead into the other races. Obviously they get the blood elves. And the ogres, which you can't see the top of the face, but that's fine. That's fine. Look at the ogres, guys. The armor is working. And then when you turn to a female ogre, they have, you can see their, their boobas. And they have 2 heads. And then we got the freaking Ice Troll. Ice Troll is looking ginormous and chunky. I'm loving me some Ice Troll, man. And the Murlocs, here goes. Murlocs with working armor, guys. Working, oh, look at them. The Murlocs have armor working on them. And the different variations, the different colors you can choose on them. Looking spicy. And we have the Forest Trolls, obviously, too. Big, chunky freaking trolls, which I think the Forest Trolls should be able to be druids. That's just me. They should definitely be able to be druids. But man, guys, that's basically it. That's it right there. And it is insane. And as you guys want to know for the sub races, how is it going to work? You're going to have a panel in your spell book where you can change to those sub races. You can change out of them when you can. So there's a lot of different sub races, and I'm going to go ahead and go over the sub races with you guys right now so you guys can see what they are. So we'll be right back. All right, guys, and we're back, and we're going to talk about the sub races. So we got a total of 15 sub races that we'll be able to unlock in Azeroth at War. So what does it mean to unlock? I don't know if we have to do some quest or some achievements to be able to unlock these. That would be pretty cool. So you have to play as that certain race, and you can unlock the sub races as you get achievements or whatever. But any race can be Tygon. The humans can have the fat, thin, or they could be a Scarlet Crusader. By fat, I think they mean the Kultiris, but that's gonna be freaking cool. The dwarfs can be a Dark Iron Dwarf, Elemental, or Stone Dwarf. The Night Elf can be a Satyr. I don't know how to pronounce that, but you know those weird dudes. I'll put a picture up so you can see it. I don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah, they could be those too. And they have different variations on there as well. Gnomes could be Leper Gnome, obviously. Worgen, they have a Feral Classic Worgen. It could be the normal Worgen, which everyone, obviously, Feral Classic for the win. And now for the Horde side, the Orcs can be a Fel Orc, a Chaos Orc, normal Orcs, but with red skin. The Tauren can be a Tonka. The Undead can be basically their skeletal form. And the Trolls get the Faraki, and the Blood Elf can be a Dark or a Forsaken Elf or a Wretched Elf. You know those Wretched Elves that you see in freaking, when you're a Blood Elf and you see those weird Wretched Elves? Yeah, the Blood Elves can basically be one of those. You know, and also say Gromaj says, keep in mind that more will be revealed in time, and also he has some screenshots here for us to look and how you use them. So basically, you're gonna see that you're gonna have in your spell book, you have a different tab that counts as a sub race, and you see that it says a Fel Orc variation number 1. So there's different variations that you could use, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna unlock other variations down the line. But you basically just click on there, and bada bing, bada boom, you turn into a freaking Fel Orc. This is insane, and this game is just bringing a lot of different things to the horizon for WoW private server custom stuff, and I just can't wait for this game to come out, guys. I'm sorry, my son's like having fun in the background, but yeah, it's gonna be really freaking crazy, guys, and I cannot wait for you guys to see this. The stuff that I see is amazing, and I can't really share it because, you know, they're not ready to be shared or ready to be announced, but once they are, I'll be making more videos on this. So if you want to see more Azeroth at War content, make sure you stay here, you stay subbed, make sure you join their Discord to be caught up with everything, guys. It's going to be a great game, and with all the love and the dedication these devs are putting into this game, it's going to be freaking insane. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think about the races, what you guys think about the Necromancer tank, what you guys think about the sub races. There's just so many things to talk about. I wanted to just compile it into one video so we could just all be here and talk about all of these things. As always, guys, like the video, sub to the channel, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Take care.